This is the Unawarded Black Podcast with your host, Jay Watts. While you're watching the video, comment, like, and subscribe. Okay, back at it. Took a little break, but sometimes this idiocracy gets crazy. So, right here I have a picture of Berry County Sheriff Dar Leaf, who is pictured with two of the guys who are suspected of the kidnapping plot of Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. In the first video I'm going to play, he is going to defend these guys. He's going to defend kidnapping guys who are going to try to kidnap the governor. And they wonder why black people can't trust the police. They wonder why people in general don't trust the police. Because this idiot is literally going on record defending an armed militia with a plot to kidnap the governor. How hard is this stuff? Let's listen to this video.
Charged in the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer. These two are brothers, William and Michael Knoll from West Michigan, charged with providing material support for terrorist acts and firearm felonies.
The two gentlemen that I know of that were arrested in my county or from my county, were they involved in that? I don't know. They're innocent until proven guilty. And we really should be careful of trying to try them in the media.
Berry County Sheriff Dar Leaf took the stage with the Knolls at past rallies. A West Michigan TV station asked him Thursday if he regrets it after hearing the Knolls charges.
It's just a charge, and they say a plot to kidnap. And you got to remember that, are they trying to kidnap? Because a lot of people are angry with the governor, and they want her arrested. So are they trying to arrest, or was it a kidnap attempt? Because you can still, in Michigan, if it's a felony, you can make a felony arrest. And I think it's MCL 764.4 or something like that, 0.5, somewhere around there. And it doesn't say if you're an elected office that you're exempt from that arrest. So I have to look at it from that angle, and I'm hoping that's more what it is. In fact, these guys are innocent until proven guilty, so I'm not even sure if they had any part in it.
The FBI complaint ascertains this plot was more than just a citizen's arrest. Documents show in an encrypted group chat, one of the alleged conspirators, Daniel Harris, said, have one person go to her house, knock on the door, and when she answers it, just cap her. Sheriff Leaf says he feels for the governor and doesn't condone violence. I reached out to him for comment today. He wasn't able to immediately respond.
Give me a call back when you can.
Scott Walchek, WIDM TV5.
Okay, first things first. Dar Leaf pointed out a few judicial codes, 76.4, MCL 76.4, MCL 76.5. So first thing you do is you become informed. Hey, what is he trying to say defending these miscreants? Okay. He says, the codes, let's see. 76.4, taking person arrested pursuant to a warrant before magistrate of judicial circuit in which arrest is made. That's pretty much saying taking the person that are arrested before a judge. Okay. 76.5, taking recognition for arrested person appearance before magistrate of judicial circuit in which judicial circuit in which offense charge has been committed. So they have to be taken before a judicial magistrate within 10 days, before 10 days. Who gave these guys the authority to arrest anybody? Let alone the governor. They're not law enforcement. They're not deputized to arrest anybody. And this guy has to literally go on the record and says, innocent until proven guilty, which is true. But you literally are defending a local militia who literally said when she opened doors, just shoot her. How is that even defendable? Anyway, let's get to the next part. I'll come back with more thoughts after this next video.
In Berry County, efforts are underway to remove the sheriff. Sheriff Dar Leaf was seen at multiple rallies with men now charged in the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer. Some citizens feel the sheriff is encouraging the violent behavior and they no longer feel safe. News 8's Heather Walker has more on the push to unseat the sheriff.
Sue, concerns of violence from counter-protesters caused a protest calling for the sheriff's resignation to be canceled. Still, some people are speaking to the county commission tomorrow, placing a formal request for the sheriff to resign.
People are afraid. People are afraid of retribution from Dar Leaf and his friends.
What do you mean his friends?
I am talking about the people he associates with, the militia groups.
These images from a rally in Grand Rapids back in May have some Berry County residents, including newly elected Hastings Township trustee Scott Savage, concerned. The sheriff is seen here on stage with two of the men now charged with domestic terrorism for the plot to kidnap and kill the governor. At that time, he was criticizing people calling the men domestic terrorists.
Because next time Hillary Clinton calls these guys domestic terrorists, she's killed more people than they have.
He's empowering them. He's enabling them. And he's encouraging them to do more. And how much more are they going to do?
It's called the militia. A well-regulated one at that. These beautiful men up here, right?
Sheriff Leaf publicly supports the militia and is part of a constitutional sheriffs and peace officers association. Residents of his county are worried if they have different political views, they won't be protected. Savage says men identified as militia members showed up to a recent unity rally. There was no violence, but he says he felt threatened by their presence.
Anyone that doesn't agree with them, they get out their long guns, they show up and they try to intimidate. That's a form of terrorism.
Savage is worried about retaliation for speaking out tomorrow, but he says that fear won't stop him.
Now I'm getting emotional. Somebody has to do it.
We made multiple attempts to get a response from the sheriff today. We did not hear back. He's running unopposed in November. At the live desk, Heather Walker, News 8.
So he is running unopposed. So if you stay in Berry County, it is time for a good write-in candidate to jump in. Jump in there. This guy doesn't deserve to be a sheriff. As you can see, in his rally, he openly supports militia. Why do we need a militia? You are a sheriff of a county. You should be up there with officers of the peace, supposedly, instead of a militia. Why do you need a militia? You have a force that you command. I don't even know where to even go with this, but I'm not even here to even talk about the guys being arrested for what they did. I'm here to talk about literally a sheriff defending domestic terrorists that he wants. It's pretty cut and dry what they wanted to do with the sheriff. All the evidence is coming out. It's pretty much saying these guys were plotting. They had made bombs. They had did all kind of things. It was a whole plot. They were arrested by the FBI. I mean, even that to the point where, Donald Trump has to take credit for everything. He said the governor needs to call me and thank me from stopping her kidnapping. This is one, like I said before, this is one of the reasons why people of color, not just blacks, but in general, have no faith in the police that patrol the streets. If you have a sheriff that is coming out defending guys who supposedly, allegedly committed a crime, I can see if the crime was something that, no crimes. I mean, as a sheriff yourself, you should find out what goes along, and then you make statements. don't jump out in front of it. I mean, if they showed him a picture and said, Sheriff Dar Leaf, we have this picture of you with these militiamen, he'd say, yeah, they were on stage with me, but I don't support their actions. Instead of, well, they could have been trying to arrest her. To go to the length to defend these guys it kills the faith in the justice system. That's why, you can say no justice, no peace, because you can't trust sheriffs like this. And I know I'm dragging on a little bit too long, but no matter what your political affiliation is, if you allow one sheriff to support a militia and go so far as to try to, to get on TV to defend them, what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if it was a democratically voted sheriff that said to defend some guys who were gonna kidnap and or kill a Republican governor? If we support one thing one way, we have to support one thing the other way. And if he stays in office, if he stays a sheriff, then there goes trust built up in law enforcement. You can't support law enforcement when they supporting people who allegedly plotted to commit a heinous crime. That has been my time for today. This is an Unawarded Black Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.